Hey guys, and thanks for tuning in. My name is SPYN, and today we'll look at a very interesting topic which I think will give the Storm series a special touch. So what I basically have ready for you today is something called random generated stages. It's a fairly simple concept, and yet it has the power to change the game series in a very positive way. So please sit back and enjoy. Okay, let's start with my first suggestion, which says let's create a random stage generator. More precisely, a random stage generator which creates random stages by placing objects and obstacles randomly, so that the stages in a sense never become the same over and over again. Here's an example of how this suggestion works. In the first stage scenario, the trees and rocks here are placed in this way, and then whenever the players select the random stage generator, the rocks and trees are placed differently from before. And again, whenever players select it, the objects and obstacles are being randomized, rendering the stage completely different from when they played on it the last time. Now, this random stage generator should only work when the players select this stage. If they want to have rematches, the random stage generator should not be activated. It's only when they have left the stage and choose it again that it will generate a random stage. My intentions with suggesting this feature is to give players the opportunity to play on stages that simulate the war environment that has been raging in the Naruto universe lately. It will make the game more dynamic and give great depth to the gameplay experience. All of this while very few things get changed from time to time. Now, with the previous suggestion in mind, I have something else that is required for it to work flawlessly. As suggestion number 2 says, let's create safe spawn areas. This basically means that there will be areas on the stages where the random stage generator won't place any objects, which will enable players to spawn without getting something in between them at the start of the matches. Right here we've got random stages with these safe spawn areas. They will prevent any objects to spawn in these areas to make room for players. In addition to creating these safe spawn areas, I have something else that will give this feature a final touch. Suggestion number 3. We should enable players to spawn randomly in these safe spawn areas on the different stages. So whenever you pick a stage or choose to play rematches, you will basically spawn in different places each time. This will give players the chance to experience the stages in a dynamic way, while it never has to be the same over and over again. Here are some examples. The first time 2 players play on this stage, they will spawn here in the first round. Whenever they want to have a rematch, they will then spawn here in the second round. This will then continue for each time they press rematch or select this kind of stage, so that the stages never really become the same in a sense, because the spawning feature keeps randomizing where the players start the matches. Alright, let's move on to my last suggestion for this suggestions video. Suggestion number 4. Let's make a random object or obstacle placement generator for current existing stages as well. It should work just the same as the previous suggestions in this video, so that in this way we will change existing stages a little while it still has a significant and positive effect on the playing experience. Okay, that was it for this suggestions video. Please share thoughts and opinions on this subject and tell me what you think about it, or if you could see things happening in other and perhaps more interesting ways. Remember, I'm considering all suggestions that you write to me for my Storm 4 Suggestions magazine project, so please keep the ideas coming. Anyways, please give this a thumbs up if you like this video and subscribe to stay tuned for the next videos. My name is SPYN, and as always, thanks for watching.
You